Hi everyone, welcome to this episode. We're having a look at the Ferrex 6-in-1 petrol garden tool from Aldi. This unit was given to us as a Christmas present in Australia, and oh my god, in Australia, yes, this is 100% an amazing Christmas present. Santa was very good to us this year. What we're going to go through is how to replace the whippersnipper head for the brush cutter head. So sit tight and we'll go through that in just a second. So one of the things I noticed when I was attempting to change the head from the whippersnipper to the brush cutter was that the instructions were not exactly easy to follow, and I figured there'd be more than just myself out there who had a problem with that, had a bit of trouble with that. So I thought I'd do this little instructional on how to do that, and also how to rewire the whippersnipper head to make it effective. So let's get into it. So this is the unit here. As we can see, we've got our brush cutter blade here, pretty wicked little unit, and this is our whippersnipper head. So fabulous whippersnipper, by the way, and extraordinary brush cutter too. These things are very useful in so many ways. So as we can see, I've got no line coming off my whippersnipper, so I'm just going to go over how exactly that how to rethread the wire onto that. So to get the unit off, basically, where are we? Here we go. We've got these little clips here. So right where my thumb is, there's one there. That's just popped up, and then we'll spin that around. There's another one there, and that's just popped up there. That all comes out. So this is the top part. This comes off. This is where the line gets held. Interesting little contraption. That comes out, and then as we can see, there's a spring, and then there's a thread or a threaded nut in there. So what we need to do is, I'll just spin this around. Try to do this without spilling my coffee. As we can see here, there's a little hole there, and what we'll do is I'll try and make this as visually useful as possible. There we go. Okay, so there's outside hole, and then as I spin this around, you'll see there's an inner hole. Now I'm just using a little screwdriver, but inside the packet of tools there was a little Allen key that I found you could actually put in there as well, and that worked quite well as a little stop. Now the thing with this, it's a left-hand thread, so the old adage, lefty loosey righty tighty, is the opposite. Righty tighty, righty loosey, lefty tighty. That's the one. So what we need to, I'll try and do this as effectively as possible. We effectively need to go the opposite direction. There we go. So I'm spinning that around, and that guy has just popped off. So if you start spinning that and it feels like it's not going anywhere, then try spinning it in the opposite direction and it will start to feel like it's moving. So as we can see here, we've got a few little bits and pieces, like a little mushroom head, and then we've got this stuff here. Now, like I said, on the instructions, I didn't find them terribly clear. So hopefully I can make these instructions a little bit more clear for us. So basically we take that off, and then we open this up, and this is the part that I struggled with, because when I first opened that, That little seam there wasn't terribly evident, so I didn't realise that these two actually split apart, but they do. So we'll put that back on there, spin it around. Now that's got some teeth and they set into a cog there like that. So spin that around until that sits in nicely. And then we come along with our brush cutter head, and that sits in there like that. Now the beauty of this particular brush cutter, as I found out again, it's double edged, so it doesn't matter which way you put this on, the edges work in both directions. Okay, now make sure the mushroom head of this is sticking up like that, and that goes on there like that, and then in effect we come in with our second, sorry, better make sure I'm doing this properly. That sits over the top like that. There we go. And then, like I said, lefty tighty on this one because it's a left-hand threaded nut and bolt. And it's a size 19 socket for anybody who is interested in that. So again, we get our little implement to stop the unit. Oh, goodness me. I try and do this two-handed. Oh, there we go. It's already in. It's already in. Nice one. Okay. And then we come in. There it is. Yep. It's quite nice. Then come in, tighten that up as much as you can. There we go. Excellent. And then that is ready to be used on whatever it is you need to get rid of. I use this in a pretty big, say residential job. Very, very heavily overgrown lawn, lots of woody weeds. It was very, so I used up an entire roll of this in about 10 minutes. And after that I went, I need something a little bit more robust to utilize, so that was why I went on to use the brush cutter. So very, very useful piece of kit, this one. And again, the Aldi unit, man, it is unbelievable. The quality of the motor is just extraordinary. Didn't even flinch at anything I was throwing at it. I cut a couple of tree limbs off even just using this. They were only quite small, but still I was quite surprised at just how well it took that particular punishment. So that's it. That's how you change the head from the whippersnipper to the brush cutter. And next I'm going to show how to refill this particular unit effectively so that it works as an automatic feed for whippersnippering. Alrighty everyone, thanks very much. If you've got any questions or comments or anything, let us know, and hopefully we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.